The reference photo for today's video. Can I do this? The fox says that I got this. Welcome to Mimi's Life. There is another animal painting today on the menu. So let's get straight into it. I am actually laying down a bit of foundation type color that I can work the finer details on top of. So I started with a filbert brush and I wetted the canvas and mixed this lovely orange color and just started laying down some basics. So I'm going to just get the outline of the eye. I did sketch onto the canvas just a little bit, especially where the eye was going to be and where the nose was supposed to go, so that I had a little bit of an idea, and everything else I am obviously looking at a reference photo. You saw the photo at the very beginning of the video, and I will pop it up a couple of times during the video just to see, or just to show you what I'm trying to recreate or what I'm using as a guideline, because, you know, we all know it cannot always be exactly the exact, it cannot always be a complete replica, and it will be kind of boring too, right? You put your own spin on it as an artist in a way. And I think that's where I struggle sometimes, is that I'm trying to be perfect, and I'm not, and I'm still learning. I'm on a journey, so you can go on the journey with me. I've already put down a little bit of a grayish color. I'm looking to put in some shadow as shown in the picture, kind of where the chin of the fox is, and then it kind of goes into the rest of its fur. And yeah, that's about what I'm doing. And I'm still working with that same filbert brush. I haven't changed my brushes here quite yet, except for right now where I added the mop brush, because my strokes were really visible and it wasn't soft like I wanted it to be. So in with the mop brush, making sure it's wet, and yeah, try to make it more of a smoother transition. That is a very old, stiff brush that didn't really get cleaned out that well. Why would I use it? I don't know. Sometimes I challenge myself. But I didn't want to have too crisp of lines. I just wanted to do a basic outline, and I did not really want to make it look too perfect, because I was far, far from doing details at this point. And as I had this color going for me, I decided to put in the darker colors as seen in that reference photo, going down the nose or towards the nose. These were just the main first ones. This may not have been the best brush, but at the same time, it sort of did what I wanted it to do. And sometimes you just got to stick with something and then look at it later and go, okay, that was a great choice. Or, well, maybe I should have done this. You learn as you go. with a longer, somewhat rounder brush just to smooth it out a little bit. Be a little bit more precise, but still not really looking for all the tiny little details, but at least make it look a little bit more like an eyeball. And the first color for the actual eye part, it took me a while to get the right color. I must tell you, I had to mix and mix and mix again. Disclaimer for those who don't know, I am a self-taught artist, so when it comes to colors and mixing the right colors, sometimes it's a real struggle because I don't always know what makes a certain shade. I just try and see what happens and then go with that. So this I had to try and try and try again because I did not quite get the right color in the beginning. But when I did it, I got it, I think. Some small details with that same color still, trying to give the illusion of little hairs. And I kind of went on top and in between the earlier strokes that I put down there because they look pretty rough, especially when you're up close. From a distance it looks pretty cool, but up close, yeah, I could tell, like, oh my gosh, like, it just looked really rough. Okay, liner brush time. Even smaller details, and yeah, putting in tiny little hairs because I knew that I was up for that for a lot of the painting. And this liner brush is getting used a lot in this painting. It's and I'm actually looking into ordering more brushes, like liner brushes, detail brushes. Maybe yeah, I'll show them to you when I get them. I haven't ordered them yet. I'm waiting for some money. Aren't we all? Some of the strokes will not show up on camera very well. My apologies. I do my best with what I have as far as equipment, light, camera, and editing software. And yeah, what you get what you get, right? But yeah, this part of putting in tiny little hairs, I really enjoy doing. I love it. Yep, you need patience. Put on some good music. It is absolutely calming and soothing to do this. At least for me it is. Not sure what that was. My arm in there. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, Miriam, you gotta edit better. As you can see, I'm going in with a slightly lighter tone in the eye. The pupil, not yet. I want to wait till the very end to do that, just because then all of a sudden it becomes alive, and I wanted to wait till the very end for that awesome kind of pop. So this is what we're doing for now. Liner brush, the smallest of strokes. And taking that same color and creating some lashes and other hairs, and just putting more details into this beautiful fox. Foxes are really pretty. And the same thing I did with the darker brown, I now put in the lighter brown strokes. And yes, it is patience, patience, and patience. But it really helps make it more detailed and more realistic, at least in my opinion. This is what she looks like after my first painting session. I was quite happy with this at this point. Now, I missed shooting when I put on the mouth and the nose, so my apologies for that. But you kind of get me at this point. I don't know, I think I missed, like I didn't push the button or something, you know, we all do stupid stuff like that, and hey, it's already painted, I'm not gonna like paint over it and then redo it, that will be stupid. So here I'm in with going in with a the stiffer bristle brush to create more shadow, and that mouth, I mean, I worked on the mouth for a while and it still looks almost like a cartoonish mouth, so I had to work on that. So I went back in with my mop brush with white, because, and it doesn't show well on camera, but that corner, the strokes were really predominant, like the paint strokes, and I wasn't happy with it. I wanted it to be soft, I wanted it to be blurry, so that's what I'm doing right here. The fun stuff, putting in little white lines to make it look like fur. I apologize for the camera sometimes refocusing. I had it set on a wrong setting, so it will happen a few times. I tried to cut out as much as I could, but especially my fast forward parts, you will see the camera readjusting. I'm sorry about that. I must admit that this part of the painting was a real rough stretch for me. I wasn't 100% sure how to add certain things to it to make it look more the way I wanted it. I felt a little lost, you know, like as an artist, there are times where you feel like you absolutely hate your work. You think it's dumb, it's stupid, it doesn't look good. How am I gonna fix it? What do I need to do next? Like, and that's often what I'm feeling like. I don't know how to fix this, or I don't know how to make it look better. I don't even know what my next step is. So I just kind of do. And sometimes that's what you need to do, and stop thinking, because the thinking gets you into trouble. But yeah, I struggled through this part. Although I love this, the random strokes to make it look like fur, and in the long run, it really looked good. I was quite happy with how that turned out. So yay for that. Woohoo, we've got a winner, people. I'm just really trying to make a fur type, you know, illusion, because that's really what it is. You're looking at illusion. You're looking at, you know, one stroke after another, creating something that resembles a fox. And I was kind of struggling because I was working with titanium white. I couldn't get it any brighter than that, and still, in my opinion, it wasn't bright enough. I don't know. Is there a white that's whiter than titanium white? Tell me, please. Or am I needing to add a medium to that? Or am I thinning it out too much with water? I was just struggling a little bit. I was really hoping for more of a popping color. Yeah, and this is hard to see, kind of white upon white. That's what it seems like, although closer up, I can definitely see all my single strokes, but from a distance, it kind of blends all together. I don't know. This is where I was like, holy crap, I think I put too much white on the canvas already. I think I should have put it a shade darker so that the white would stand out better. Well, I guess lesson learned. Hey guys, I'm just interrupting this painting video for just a little personal update because this is about as much as you're gonna get from the painting, because I have kids at home right now with pink eye. So yeah, reality is reality. A single mom life is single mom life. And let me show you what my bedroom looks like after 2 kids were bunking here last night on makeshift beds. As you can see, there's a bunch of wipes on the floor because Naomi was sleeping here on the floor and wiping her eyes and nose. And then on the other side, in this little nook, that's where Erin was sleeping. So this is the reality of my day so far. This is my bed. This is where I was sleeping. And if you turn around, you can see there is my little setup for my painting, which, you know, is where I'm gonna leave you with. Is this product right here, which is not finished yet, but I will not have time to really put decent effort into it. So we're gonna stay with this for now, and I'll have to finish it some other time. But so there we have it, you guys. I'm sorry for not being able to finish this fox over here. I'm still not happy with it. It's far from done, but you know, I don't like to rush it just because, you know, I feel like I have to post a video on YouTube, because that wouldn't be fair, right? Like, I don't want to compromise the art for the pressure of YouTube. So we're just gonna leave it for what it is.
Subscribe to Mama's channel and like,
well,
and subscribe, and make sure to check Mama's comment.